And a good Friday afternoon once again from Willie O'Ree Place in Fredericton, New Brunswick. It is the second game of the afternoon of the 2023 U18 Major AAA Hockey Championships. Here is the national anthem and puck drop coming up in just a few moments between the Fredericton Caps and the Charlottetown Knights. And once again, good Friday afternoon from Willie O'Ree Place in Fredericton, New Brunswick. Day number 2 of the Atlantic Championships for the U18 Major Division happening here this weekend. And after this morning's game, depending the outcome of this game here, there could be a bit of a logjam of teams at 1-1. Basically, all the teams will be at 1-1, and depending what the outcome of the next game when Newfoundland plays coming up this afternoon. They play at 4 p.m. against the week's majors. Depending the outcome of this game, all 5 teams could be at 1-1 on the weekend in the tournament. So certainly going to be fun to watch here this game this afternoon. The Fredericton Caps, after a big win last night, taking on the Charlottetown Knights. A tough overtime loss yesterday for the Knights. Starting goaltenders, Will Hodgson getting the call for the Caps. Caps in their road reds with white trim. And getting the call for the Charlottetown Knights, it's Kiefer Thompson, and the Knights in their home whites with black and gold trim. So the referees just talking things over a little bit with the coaches down there for Charlottetown. And so the Fredericton Caps going to be going left to right in the opening 20 minutes. And these two teams, no strangers to each other, as they played against each other during the regular season in the New Brunswick PEI U18 Major Hockey League. So certainly no love lost between these two, as they've seen each other a bunch of times during the regular season. In fact, you see a couple of the players over there talking to each other right now. As you got Sharky, he's talking with Nicholas Dubé. Now the referee's going over to talk to the coaches of the Fredericton Caps. So again, the Charlottetown Knights get the home team this afternoon, so they will get last change. This is game 2 of 4 here this afternoon in Fredericton at Willie O'Ree Place. Thank you for tuning in. Jeff Robichaud with you all weekend long, right until the championship game on Sunday. And the conversations are done. We are underway. Kick back and relax and enjoy, folks, as the Knights will get the puck into Caps territory. Here's Sharkey. He fires a shot high and wide to the short side. Puck gets kept in down at the far side. Big hit along the wall. There's a shot that sails high and wide. Hodgson didn't see that. He had lots of traffic in front of him. Zach Robichaud, his pass way up the far left wing. Dubé tips it down into Charlottetown territory. Pare first on the puck. Pare playing it out towards the slot area. Puck bouncing around. Knights chop it off the wall and they'll skate it out. Here's McDonald. He'll get the red line and dump the puck down wide of the Caps goal. Here's Lennon Sari. He'll start out for the Caps. Pass up the left side, goes under the stick of Malloy, goes all the way down the ice, and this is going to be an icing call. So our first stoppage in play, 47 seconds in to the first period. The Caps with a big 4-1 win over the Pinnacle Growlers in their first game of the tournament. And as we mentioned, the week's majors topping the Charlottetown Knights in overtime in their first game. There's a puck into the slot area. McGuigan looking for the loose puck. It was cleared away. There's a long shot from the point. And once again, Hodgson will grab onto that and hang on. So just 58 seconds gone here in the first period so far. Draw controlled there, won by the Knights, but they won it so cleanly they won it all the way back, and the puck was going to get dumped down off the glass, but it was Andrew Thompson firing it up into the top row of the stands to my left, and so face-off will come out just outside of the Knights line. Thompson feeds it over onto the far side. Knights will start out, pass up the left side for Dwyer. Dwyer, his wrist shot, that misses the far post. Pinching in, keeping the puck down low. Is the Knights, there's a puck to the side of the goal, they score! And the Charlottetown Knights out to the 1-0 lead as Caden McGuigan didn't really look like he had much to shoot at. Hodgson went down and McGuigan went top shelf underneath the bar. 1-0, the Caps lead, or excuse me, the Knights lead. Robichaud playing the puck down. Back into his own zone. Lininsari plays it back for Robichaud. Robichaud played up. Rushton tried to tip it down into Charlottetown territory, and he does so. Thompson on the puck. He'll play it back into the slot area. Rushton trying to get a shot off. That goes off a leg, comes over to the near side. Robichaud gets tripped up. There's a high shot going wide of the goal. Lininsari, he picks it up. He'll play it along the wall there for Rushton. Rushton gets bodied. Puck along the far wall. There's a point shot from Lininsari that sails wide of the goal. Caps controlling him behind their own goal, trying to jam it in short side. That was denied. Ruff, he'll dump the puck into Charlottetown territory. Walsh on the far side for the Knights. He'll skate it through the neutral zone. Walsh, he'll dump it right in onto Hodgson. And Hodgson will grab onto it and hang on. And so the official is Caden McGuigan, and Finn Morris picking up the assist for the first Knights goal, and that goal coming at the 1:22 mark. Face off to the right of the Caps goal. Draws one there by the Caps, played out as far as the line. Walsh knocked it down with his glove, but he was outside of the line, and so it's going to be blown dead on the offside call. Caps win the draw. There's Ruff. He'll play it over onto the far side for Reynolds. Reynolds, his pass goes all the way down right on to the goaltender, Kiefer Thompson. Controlled now there by the Knights through the neutral zone. McPherson, his shot goes off a stick, up over the glass, and out of play. Face off deep in Caps territory. Having some issues here with the clock. 17:06 to go here in the third period. Clock seemed to shut off and then come back on. Draws one there by it's a scramble draw. The Caps will play it back in behind their own goal. Pare down to pick it up. Pare will skate it out through the neutral zone. He'll get bodied in the neutral zone, forcing the Caps back in their own zone. McCullough plays it up. That pass was too far for the intended receiver. The Knights will fire it down the ice and it'll result in an icing call. And so Face-off coming back once again in Knights territory, and they're still having an issue here with the clock. Going back to the time of day and then coming back on as the game clock. Draw one there by the Caps, and there's a shot off the post. Rushton down and behind the goal. Rushton, he'll play it around the wall, back to the point. There's a wrist shot that goes off a leg and up over the glass and out of play. And once again, just kind of really weird seeing it go, the clock kind of going on and off here. Puck's dropped, and now it's back to the time up on the board, or the time of day. Puck gets dumped down into Fredericton territory. They're working on it diligently over there in the penalty box. The clock hasn't started yet, however. And puck in, shot right on, and a save there by Kiefer Thompson. So I don't know what they're going to do here. They're going to have to get this clock issue settled here before they can keep going, because the clock stopped running for probably a good 30 seconds there when they had 6 minutes and 17 seconds on the clock. Now there's 6:08 remaining according to the clock here. And the clock's back out and back on again. So puck dumped down into Charlottetown territory. Back the other way now, come the Knights through the neutral zone. Mossy in over the line, gets the shot off. A little late after the whistle, and a couple of guys come in, a little pushing and shoving after the whistle. Mossy was in the process of taking the shot when the whistle blew. The referee let that go, and then he let a couple of extra shots go here, so. And actually, no, they are going to call Nicholas Dubé for roughing after the whistle, and so the Charlottetown Knights going to the power play for the first time with 15:54 to go here in period one. Draw one there by Murphy. Here's Sharkey at the point. Plays it there for McDonald. Back to the top of the point for Sharkey. Sharkey gets the pass back, trying to play it back over for McDonald, too far for him. Ruff plays it up onto the near side. Sharkey chops it back down towards the goal. Lininsari picks it up. He'll play it up the far side, knocked down. Knights walking in, there's a shot, and that just sails wide of the goal. McDonald at the near point. He'll play it over to the top of the right circle. Sharkey at the point now for McDonald. Pass goes right between McDonald's feet. McDonald plays it along the wall. Sharkey now with it, walking into the slot. Sharkey still with it, shot, and he fires that one high and wide. McDonald will pick up the puck at the near point. McDonald plays it over onto the far side for Griffin. Griffin towards the front of the goal, right on. Saved by Hodgson. Rebound comes towards the slot area. Murphy trying to get the shot off. Puck loose at the side of the goal. They score! That looks like it was Jonah McDonald once again with another goal here this weekend, his second of the weekend. And now the Fredericton Caps find themselves trailing by a pair of goals. Here's Hughes now in over the Caps line. Puck bouncing towards the slot area, and it's picked up there by the Caps. Reynolds, his pass to the middle of the ice. Dubé playing it into Charlottetown territory, but the Knights right back out to neutral ice with it, and they'll turn it over. Puck bouncing around, Dubé looking for it. Shepard, he'll play it back for Robichaud. Right side for Gilbert. Gilbert His pass was broken up. Knights will dump it down into Caps territory. The clock doesn't seem to be running here. And so the clock didn't run for probably a good, I'm going to say probably a good 45 seconds or so. So this could be interesting if this clock issue keeps going for the remainder of this game. Murphy going to get waved out of the face-off circle. Excuse me, Guigan is going to wave it out of the face-off circle. Murphy's going to come in and take the draw. Draw one there by Murphy. Smith plays it down. In around the corner, down the far side. Back to the point. Knights unable to keep it in at the line. They'll dump it back into Fredericton territory. Rushton on the right side. His pass broken up in neutral ice, and the Knights play it right back down into Caps territory. Ruff in behind the goal. McCullough. There's nowhere to go. He gets bodied hard in the corner. Puck near side. And it's picked up there, cross into Charlottetown territory. Dishes off far side. Thompson, he'll fire it towards the goal, and that'll sail right through the goal crease. Here's Dwyer now in over the line. Dwyer, his long shot. Steered aside there by Hodgson. There's another shot there from Nicholson. And once again, Hodgson will grab onto it and hang on. Of course, Ryan Dwyer, the son of the head coach and general manager of the Acadie Bathurst Titan, Gordy Dwyer. Seen him in attendance here this afternoon. Doing a little bit of scouting. Off the draw. Puck played out in a neutral ice. Puck dumped down into Charlottetown territory. A couple of bodies going crashing hard into the wall here, but the Knights come up with it through the neutral zone. There's a long shot that sails wide of the goal. Rebound coming off the end wall. Looking for the loose puck there is Harper. McPherson trying to play it back in deep. And the Caps are able to get it back down into Charlottetown territory. Puck gets dumped down into Fredericton territory, right in on goal, and goaltender Will Hodgson will grab onto that and hang on. So the last time you've seen the time up on the scoreboard, there was 12 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in period one. Puck gets played down into Charlottetown territory. Gilbert playing it towards the front of the goal. That was broken up. And through the neutral zone now comes McDonald. McDonald in over the line, plays it far side. Sharkey plays it back into the corner for McDonald. In behind the goal, Griffin trying to place it out in front of the goal, and it's picked up there by the Caps. Malloy plays it out in a neutral ice. Walsh, he'll just dump it back down into Caps territory. Hodgson around the wall for Malloy. Leninsari, he'll step up and he'll skate it through the neutral zone. Play a bank pass off the wall, too far for Gilbert. Goes down the ice, and it's an icing call with 11:48 to go now here in period one. Caden McGuigan and Evan Nicholson so far for the Knights here as they have a 2-0 lead. McPherson, his shot right on. Hodgson steers that into the near corner. Leninsari battling down low. Controlled there by Murphy. Murphy back to the point. There's a long wrist shot. That sails wide of the goal. That coming off the stick of Pierce. Murphy with it once again. Excuse me, that was Nicholson around the wall for Murphy. Murphy overskated it, but still managed to get the puck back down in deep. Knights control. Puck gets taken away from the attacking forward as the Caps will play it back down into Charlottetown territory. Caps making a change. Here's McPherson through the neutral zone. In over the line. Murphy with it. Takes a shot right on and goes into the glove of Will Hodgson. And we have another stoppage in play. 10:55 to go here in period number 1. 2-0. The team from Prince Edward Island leading the host team, the Fredericton Caps. Thompson, near side, he'll play it back down around in behind the Caps goal. Puck gets wrapped around the wall, fired all the way down the ice. Is this going to have enough to make it for an icing? No, it will not. And so the linesman says, keep it going. Rushton bodies his man, but the Knights are able to get it out in a neutral ice. Thompson turns it over, crossing over the line. Cross, changes the angle a little bit, gets a shot off, and Thompson, Kiefer Thompson, closes the door. Face off coming up deep in Charlottetown territory with 10:26 to go here in period number 2. Or period number 1, excuse me. Puck is cleared high off the glass and back down into Fredericton territory. Griffin keeps it in at the line. Rushton, however, picks up the loose puck on the near side. He'll send it over onto the far side for Thompson. Thompson couldn't handle that pass. Walsh, his pass over to the far side. Knights are skating through the neutral zone. Trying to get around his man, that is Sharkey. Sharkey towards the front of the net. Nobody there to redirect it. Knights play it back behind the Caps goal. Goes all the way over into the far corner. Sharkey going to chase it down. He gets there before Robichaud, sending it towards the front of the goal. That was broken up. All the way back to the point now. Pierce trying to get the shot through. No lane, but he'll play it back for McDonald. McDonald sends the wrist shot through right on, and Hodgson will take that one, and he'll hang on. 9:38 to go now here in period number 1. Pending the outcome of this game, as I mentioned off the top of the broadcast, it could be very interesting in the standings. Draw controlled there by the Caps. Play it over onto the near side. Pare will pick it up. He'll skate back in front of his own goal, feed it up over onto the left side. McCullough, his pass gets tipped down into Charlottetown territory. Pare first on the puck, out into the slot area. There's a shot. Goes off a stick and into the near corner. Big hit there in the corner. Bert Munn gets taken down. McGuigan, he throws his weight around. Smith battling along the wall. Puck gets kept in at the line there by Pare. Puck down in the near corner. Tebow back to the point. There's a shot by McCullough. That goes wide of the goal. Ruff trying to pinch in. Does so. Keeping the puck down in deep only momentarily as the puck comes up onto the near side for Dwyer. Dwyer trying to get it in deep. Knocked down by McCullough. And there's going to be an offside call at the Caps line. Thompson sends it over to the far side. Knights get the red line, dump the puck down into Fredericton territory. Time is being held at 8:37 on the clock here. Back the other way now through the neutral zone. The puck will get dumped down into Charlottetown territory, and the Knights will come right back out with it. Walsh chasing it down. It's controlled there by Morris. Near side for Thompson. Thompson will play it down into Caps territory. Reynolds up the near side. Gilbert unable to get it out. Caps will try to go out the other side with it. Waiting on the far side is Malloy. He'll leave it there for Shepard. Shepard gets the red line and dumps the puck down into Charlottetown territory. Walsh feigned on his pass, gave it away to the Caps, and the Caps dump it right back into Charlottetown territory. 7.5 minutes to go, I think, left in this period. Walsh trying to dump it back in, hits a Fredericton Caps player. Sharkey skates it in, and he'll play it deep in behind the Caps goal. Nice job there by Linensari to lift the Knights stick, although the Knights still able to keep the puck in over at the far point. Back the other way now through the neutral zone. Gallant got tripped up, lost control of the puck. Here's McDonald. His pass into the slot. Murphy with a shot right on. Save, rebound, they score! Jonah McDonald picking up the rebound, banking it off the side of Will Hodgson, and it finds its way across the goal line, and the Charlottetown Knights have found themselves up by 3 with 6:47 to go here in period number 1. Zach Robichaud lays out his man in the neutral zone. Puck goes down into Caps territory, however. Cross trying to chop it out into neutral ice. Knights control. Back the other way now. Puck gets knocked off the Knights player's stick, but it results in an offside at the Caps line. Draw one there by the Caps. Here's Robichaud. Far side for Reynolds. Reynolds pass up for Cross, gets tipped down into Charlottetown territory. Smith back to get it for the Knights. He'll wrap it around the wall. Kept in at the point by Robichaud. His shot gets blocked. Knights turn it over. Cross will dump it back into Charlottetown territory. Thompson will play it over into the far corner. Gets tipped up the wall for Murphy up for McGuigan. McGuigan avoids the big hit by Robichaud, turns the puck over. Here's Rushton back the other way. Rushton got a couple of men going to the net. There's a shot, goes off a leg and over into the far corner. Picked up by Cross. Cross will play it down below the goal line. 5:48 to go here in period number 1. Puck dumped down into Fredericton territory. Here's Campbell. He gets rubbed out. Ruff will pick up the puck in his own zone and behind the goal. Pass through the center of the ice. That was broken up by the Caps, and the Knights are right back in. There's a shot off the stick of Carson McKenzie. That gets steered up over the glass and out of play. And so it was Jonah McDonald from the bad angle, making it 3-0. 5:20 remaining here in period number 2. As the puck was knocked down out of the air with a glove pass, and I think there kind of seems to be a bit of a communication error between the main clock's computer down in the penalty box and the clocks themselves, because as I mentioned, they keep kind of going from time to time left in the period to time of day. So they must have the accurate time on their display down there, but it's just not relaying the information up to the actual clock. In over the line now, once again, Campbell trying to get the puck towards the front of the goal. That was broken up. And the Caps sending the puck down into Knights territory. Puck sent off the wall and back out to neutral ice. There's a delayed penalty here coming up to the Fredericton Caps. And again, same as last night, Brody Pare going to be going off the penalty box. Referees discussing what it is going to be for a penalty and for a call here. Face-off is going to be deep in Fredericton territory. So are they going to call them each one? That's exactly what the call is here. So Pare goes off, and Nathan Campbell goes off for the Knights. .4:53 to go here in the first period. And it looks like it's going to be a face-off out in neutral ice in front of the Knights bench. So teams are going to be playing 5-a-side. So they're both off for interference is the call on both of those penalties. Offsetting minors. Walsh at the near point. There's a wrist shot that goes off of skating into the corner. Puck battle along the near half wall. Caps get it up as far as the line. Walsh trying to knock it down. He does so. Puck just inside the line. And finally it comes loose. Lennon Sari over for Ruff. Plays it out in neutral ice. Gilbert just got knocked off stride just enough to prevent him from breaking in. Here's Mossy now in over the line. Mossy towards the middle of the ice. Going to be picked up there by McPherson. McPherson will play it back deep down into Caps territory. Robichaud will pick up the puck and he'll skate it up down the right side. He'll chip it off the wall. Picked up there by Thompson. 3:39 to go in the period. Thompson gets wrapped around. Robichaud keeping it in. He gets a weak shot through and it trickles all the way past the far side of the goal. Going to be a slashing penalty here, I do believe, coming up to Ben Cross as he swatted the stick out of the defenseman's hand. And so we have a stoppage in play, and it will be a Charlottetown Knights power play coming up. So again, the score is 2-0, or excuse me, 3-0, I should say. For the Knights, McGuigan, Nicholson, and McDonald all scoring. Another opportunity here for the Knights. Here's McDonald trying to go backdoor. There's a pass that goes off a leg wide of the goal, and the net comes off its pegs. And so we'll have another stoppage in play here as Hodgins was diving back to his left. His left pad got caught on the post and knocked it out of place. Linesman's still working on it. They're going to put some water down and see if they can try to freeze it in place. Nets seem to have been coming off the out of their position quite easily here during this weekend so far. It seems like any time the goaltenders kind of nudge them just a little bit, they come off just and not just at one end of the rink, that's at both ends of the rink here that it's been happening. And I think the linesmen are going to try and really make sure it gets hammered down to stay in place. Linesman did his job, and we're getting ready to drop the puck once again here. 3:12 remaining in the period, 1:47 remaining in the power play. Draw one there by the Knights. Here's McDonald, left point. Down low. Sharkey, back for McDonald, back for Sharkey. tried to go short side. Sharkey fanned on the shot, and the Caps are able to clear it all the way down the ice. Here's Murphy. He drops it for McDonald. In over the line. McDonald plays it over far side. Sharkey now will control for the Knights, for Murphy at the point. Murphy left side for McDonald. McDonald goes back door, and Sharkey fanned on that one-timer attempt. McDonald on the near side. Puck in the slot area. There's a shot for McDonald. That goes off the shoulder of Hodgson up over the glass and out of play. I do believe the PA announcer here said that there is 1 minute to go, or under a minute to go now here in the first period. As the Knights are still on the man advantage, the 2 coincidental minor penalties have now been served. Dwyer plays it back to the near point. McGuigan for Walsh. Walsh over onto the far side. Going backdoor for Dwyer. That pass was broken up, and the Caps were able to fire it down the ice. Through the neutral zone now. Here's Walsh for the Knights. Walsh working his way in. Walsh with the shot, trying to go high short side, and fires it off the glass. Puck kept in at the line. Mossy almost turned it over, and actually does. The Caps are able to fire the puck down the ice. 1:45, 1:38 to go. Penalty just about done here to Cross. Caps will come up with the loose puck and fire it out into neutral ice. And Cross now stepped out out of the penalty box, and now teams are back at 5 aside. With about 1 minute and change to go here in the first period. Here's Pare in over the line. Backdoor play for Cross, and he fires that shot high and wide. McCullough plays it over for Reynolds. And we are now at the 1 minute mark of the first. 1 to go here in the opening period. 3-0 Knights over the Caps. Pare runs over his man down low. Thompson comes in, and Pare took a wicked run, and the defenseman very slow to get up down in Charlottetown territory. Pare gets taken down hard, and he goes down. And things starting to get a little chippy here in the latter stages of the period. Looks like Pare is going to take a run at someone here, the way he's skating back. Puck dumped down into Caps territory. There's Pare once again. He'll get the red line and dump it in. As the period comes to an end here at Willie O'Ree Place. And a couple of players having a few words for each other there as Brody Pare took a run at the defenseman down in the corner, and the Caps defenseman is very slow to get up. And so the lines and the referees are having a conversation. There were a couple of words exchanged at the end of the period there. And now we're going to see if there's going to be any penalties. Don't think so. But in any event, the Charlottetown Knights take a 3-0 lead to the dressing room after 20 minutes of play here at Willie O'Ree Place in Fredericton. We're going to take a timeout. We'll sort through all this mess on what's going on here, if there's any penalties or any going to be issued here at the end of the period. The Fredericton Caps coaches are having a few words for the referees here. I know the Charlottetown Knights coaches had a few words for them as they were going across the ice. And so we'll wait and see what comes of all this mess once the second period starts. Once again, Charlottetown Knights have themselves a 3-0 lead over the Fredericton Caps here in Fredericton. You're watching the 2023 U18 Atlantic Hockey Championships right here on AO.live. Welcome back inside Willie O Replace. Second period action about to get underway here as the Charlottetown Knights have themselves a 3-0 lead after the first period. There's still some clock issues going on. It seems to be the relay between the main console down there on the down in the penalty box and the two scoreboards here at Willie O Replace. So we're just trying to we're going to guess our way through most of the time here on the periods as we get ready to kick off the second period here. As you can see by our little clock here on the board on the screen, it'll tick for a second or two, and then we'll just stop and revert back to whatever time of day it is. It's 5 to 3 or 5 to 2, excuse me, here local time in Fredericton. So I don't know what's going on here now. They're just having trying to deal with the clock issues here. This is the referees are talking to the benches about here. So maybe this might be a bit of a delay here to start the second period. Maybe not. There's 20 minutes showing up on the clock on my right here, which is where our little camera's pointed. But now it's showing 1:54, which is the time of day. So it could be on and off here like this for the rest of the day. We'll just have to get the time of the period from the announcer if he makes the announcement every once in a while. And so second period action about to get underway as I mentioned, 3-0 Knights lead over the Caps. Shots on goal in that first period, 12-6. Goal scorers were Caden McGuigan, Evan Nicholson, and Jonah McDonald, all for the Knights. There's a long pass that'll be called on the icing call. Puck will come all the way back into Caps territory. Just 19 seconds gone here in the second period. Sharkey's going to get waved out of the face-off circle. And it'll be McDonald coming in to take the draw for the Knights. Actually, no, it will be Griffin now coming in to take the draw for the Knights. Off the draw, Sharkey trying to work his way towards the front of the goal, has it knocked off his stick, and back the other way now come the Caps. Puck played inside the Charlottetown line. Walsh trying to avoid the check. Puck comes towards the front of the goal, broken up there by the Knights. Here's Sharkey. Has passed to the middle of the ice. And over the line now is McDonald. Has it knocked off his stick. Robichaud. He'll chop it along the wall. Kept in. Sharkey. He'll fire it off the side of the net. Picked up by Robichaud and behind the goal. McDonald bodies him, but the Caps come up with it. Pare. He'll get it out as far as the line. As the Knights will play it back down in deep. Here's Ruff now. He'll try to play it out towards the middle of the ice. That pass into the skates of Bert Munn. Ruff gets tripped up inside the line. Robichaud. His pass gets tipped. Dwyer takes it in over the line now, loses control of the puck. Paré will pick it up in the neutral zone. He'll get the red line and dump it down in on to Kiefer Thompson. Long pass for Murphy, goes all the way down the ice. Hodgson, he'll play it up onto the near side. Morris up there looking for the loose puck, or Thibault, excuse me. Puck is played off the wall, back down into Fredericton territory. Here's an opportunity for the Knights. There's a shot that goes right through the blue paint as McCullough couldn't handle that dumping cleanly. Pierce will play it back inside Fredericton territory. McCullough gets it back out into neutral ice. Delayed offside at the Caps line. Caps changing up the forwards. Here's Thibault left side. Tried to play it through the middle of the ice. That pass was deflected right back to Thibault. And now the puck's inside the Caps line. Caps unable to get it out. Actually, they do get it out as the Charlottetown Knights forwards skate it right past it. Puck gets played off the glass. Pierce will pick it up and he'll play it back in to Fredericton territory. Delayed penalty here coming up as Pierce was taken down. It's going to be an interference call. Pierce was trying to chase down the puck and was tripped up, and so Back to the power play. Go the Knights with a 3-0 lead. Time I'm seeing on the clock here is 17:43. I'm going to guess that's accurate. So I'll say 17:43 remaining in period number 2. And Thompson in the penalty box for the Caps for 2 minutes or less. Here's Sharkey working his way. Gets the shot off and through some traffic, and Hodgson takes that one right off the bottom part of his mask. Just a couple of seconds ticked away there. Face off to the left of the Caps goal. Here's Murphy at the right point. Murphy feeds it over. Back for Murphy. Murphy, he'll leave it there. He'll play it back onto the near side. Griffin couldn't handle the pass. Caps unable to clear it out as it took a funny bounce off one of the stanchions here. Sharkey back to the point for McDonald. Left side for Murphy. Murphy towards the front of the goal and goes right through the blue paint. Picked up on the near side by Sharkey. He'll play it back to the point for McDonald. McDonald back for Sharkey. Sharkey, his wrist shot off the mask of Hodgson. Puck still loose on the near side. Murphy trying to keep it alive on the wall. Comes back for Nicholson. Feeds it over to the far side for McDonald. McDonald's wrist shot. That sails high and wide, and that'll bounce off the glass and go all the way back down into Charlottetown territory. A minute to go in the penalty. Here's McDonald in over the line. Has it knocked off his stick. Griffin following up his shot, and that goes off the blocker of Hodgson, and back the other way now is the Caps. There's a long shot off the stick of Nicholas Dubé, and Kiefer Thompson will grab onto that one, and he'll hang on. $16:26 to go now in period number 2. Face-off is to the left of the Knights' cage. 43 seconds to go in the Knights' power play. Here's Mossy. Plays it up the right side for Nicholson. Dwyer gets it back to the point. Mossy, right point. His wrist shot, blockered away there by Hodgson. Dwyer knocks it down with the glove. He'll control over on the far wall. Plays it back to the point. Here's Mossy now. Trying to play it back for Walsh. Controlled now there by McPherson. Far side, Walsh playing it towards the front of the goal. That was blocked. Puck back to the point. McPherson, his wrist shot, scores! Owen McPherson makes it 4-0. It's just at the tail end of the penalty. Thompson had stepped back out on the ice, and the Knights have extended their lead to 4. Ruff dumps the puck down into Charlottetown territory. Knights playing it up on the far side. Ruff keeping it in. Rushton down below the goal line, trying to play it out in front. That was blocked, broken up. Knights playing it up now through the neutral zone. McPherson. McKenzie, playing it down in behind the goal. He's chasing it down. Ruff plays it up onto the near side. Morris unable to keep it in at the line, however. Here's Thompson in over the line. His shot sails wide of the goal. Puck comes all the way back out into neutral ice. Here's Reynolds. Plays it back over, far side for McCullough. McCullough's pass broken up. Here's Thibault. Plays it for Reynolds, drops it back for Thibault. Thibault's shot blockered away there by Thompson. Rebound, back and behind the goal. Thibault trying to play it out in front of the goal. It's in behind the cage, and a couple of bodies go tumbling down on top of the puck. Caps still control. There's a shot from Dubé that goes off the shoulder of Thompson. Bert Munn back to the point. There's a long shot from Reynolds, doesn't get all the way through. Here's Sharkey. They're the neutral zone. In over the far side. Back for McDonald. McDonald trying the toe drag, trying to play it back for someone going towards the front of the goal. Here's a bounce here. Bert Munn battling for it. Bert Munn with a shot right on, and the whistle blows. Is Bert Munn going to get called on the hook here? I think he is going to get called on the hook. And so the Knights are going to go back to the power play with 14:08 to go here in the second period. And that was one of those gray area calls, I think. Like they were battling hard. Munn did get his stick in there and pulled the defenseman off stride a little bit. I mean, it's one of those calls that could have been called, and it's one of those calls that could have been let go, and they elected to call it at this point. And so the Knights are back to the power play. Again, 14:08 to go here in period number 2. And it's a 4-0 Caps lead. McDonald's going to wave out of the face-off circle. Murphy will come in and take the draw, and Murphy wins the draw. Back to McDonald. Down into the corner for Murphy. McDonald for Nicholson. Nicholson's shot goes off a leg wide of the goal. Sharkey back to the point for McDonald. McDonald near side for Griffin. Griffin gives it to McDonald. McDonald loses control of the puck as he gets taken down hard there by Lininsari. Knights still control. Puck towards the front of the goal, right on. And it's denied there by Hodgson. Rebound still loose. Puck rolls into the blue paint. And finally, Hodgson will grab onto it, and he'll hang on. 13:31 to go now here in period number 2. Still 1 minute and 23 seconds to go in the Caps power play. Or excuse me, in the Knights power play, I should say. Draw one there by the Knights. Here's Murphy. Murphy, far side. McDonald, unable to get the shot off. And back the other way now is Robichaud, way up out of his defensive position, forcing the Knights all the way back behind their own goal. McDonald in over the line. He'll drop it. There's a long shot from Sharkey, goes high off the glass. Under a minute to go now in the Knights power play. Murphy, top of the left circle for McDonald. McDonald right on. One-time shot. Nice save there by Hodgson. And the rebound is cleared away. It goes off the foot of McDonald back out into neutral ice. Here's Murphy now for the Knights. Right side for Nicholson. In over the line. Plays it there for Mossy. Left point for McDonald, trying to redirect in front of the goal, and it does get redirected. And a nice stop there by Hodgson. McDonald, top of the left point, leaves it there for Mossy. Back for McDonald, walking in, shot right on, and Hodgson the save, and the Caps are able to clear the puck down the ice. Team's about back to be at even strength here as Bert Munn steps out of the penalty box, and now we're back at 5-a-side. McGuigan plays the puck down into Caps territory. 12 minutes to go here in the period. Puck rolling down towards the front of the goal, and it'll be pounced on there by Will Hodgson, and he'll hang on. Maybe he'll get lucky and see how much time's left here in a second once before they drop the puck. $11:49 to go here in period number 2. Morris plays it back along the wall. Knights trying to work their way towards the front of the goal. Pass right through the blue paint. Nobody there. Pinching down low. That was Andrew Thompson for the Knights, keeping the puck down deep. Here's Ruff. Ruff for the Caps, plays it off the glass out in neutral ice. Knights almost turned it over at their own line. Thompson there picks it up once again, and they'll start back the other way. Here's Dwyer in over the line. Dwyer has it knocked off his stick. Reynolds, he'll clear it out as far as the line, kept in. Dubé looking for the loose puck, but Rushton will pick it up in the neutral ice. He'll dump it down into Knights territory. Caps making some wholesale changes. Here's Campbell in over the line. Caps play the puck all the way back down inside the Knights line. Big hit along the wall. Powerade once again trying to throw his body around. Here's Bert Munn in over the line. He gets stood up. Puck kept in at the line there by Cross. Cross back for Reynolds. His shot scores! Will Reynolds gets the Caps on the scoreboard on a long shot from the point. It was one of those knuckle pucks, and it seemed to have fooled Kiefer Thompson just enough. But in any event, the Caps are on the scoreboard, and it's now 4-1. Puck dumped down into Knights territory. Bert Munn up there looking for the puck. It comes loose, picked up there by Mossy. Through the neutral zone, he'll get the red line and he'll fire it wide of the Caps goal. Robichaud back to pick it up. Robichaud plays it up the far side. Cross plays it down into Caps territory, into Knights territory. Pare bodies his man, but the Knights control. Griffin plays it off the wall out in the neutral ice. Ruff trying to play it back down into the Knights zone, but it fires it up into his own bench, and so a stoppage in play. Face off just outside the Caps line. And it's controlled by the Caps. Dewar turns it over in the neutral zone. Here's Ryan Dwyer in over the line. He snaps a shot high and wide, hits a stanchion, and almost bounced right straight back out in front of the net. Reynolds trying to skate it out. The Knights battling down low, and once again it'll be kept in at the far point. There's a shot off the stick of Walsh that sails wide of the goal. Dwyer down low once again, playing it out in front of the goal, into the slot. Murphy with a shot, and I do believe Hodgson got a piece of it with the blocker. There's another shot right on, and Hodgson once again will grab onto that, and he'll hang on. Puck bounced off the wall, kept in at the line by Morris. Only momentarily, the Caps almost had a chance to get it out, but the Knights managed to get it back in deep. Robichaud plays it around onto the near side. Thibault plays it to the middle of the ice for Thompson. In over the line. There's puck dumped into the near corner. Thompson chasing it down. Thibault up there looking for it. On the near side. Rushton battling with his man, but the Knights are able to get it out. McPherson tips it down into Fredericton territory. 8.5 minutes to go here in period number 2. Robichaud through the neutral zone, in over the line. Robichaud snaps a shot, blockered away there by Thompson, gets his own rebound, trying to play it out in front of the goal, but he fell. Rushton bodies his man, Hughes, in the neutral zone. Knights still able to get the puck down in deep. Campbell gets it down into the corner. He gets bodied hard there by Robichaud. Thibault on the near side just tips it out in neutral ice. with 8 minutes left here in period number 2. Puck dumped out into neutral ice. Pierce will dump it right back into Caps territory. So again, it's a 4-1 Charlottetown Knights lead over the Fredericton Caps. Gilbert trying to get the puck in deep. The Knights pinning it against the wall right at the red line in neutral ice in front of the penalty box. Pierce, pass to the middle of the ice and over the line. Here's McDonald. McDonald backhand shot right on, and Hodgson will grab onto it and hang on. .7:18 to go now here in period number 2. Owen McPherson making it 4-1. Just waiting on the website to update the game sheet that they use here online, and still showing that the Caps are leading 4-1 or 3-0, excuse me, not the Caps. It's still showing the Knights leading 3-0, but in turn it's actually 4-1. Puck bouncing around. Sharkey manages to keep it in. There's going to be a penalty here. Going to be a hooking call going to the Knights, I do believe, and that is the case. And so the Caps are going back to the power play. They're going to the power play for the first time here this afternoon. Trailing by 3. Tremendous opportunity here for them to cut that deficit in half. Face off to the right of the Caps goal, or Knights goal, I should say, excuse me. Walsh gets pinned against the wall. Rushton battling with his man in the corner. Puck comes loose. Back to the point for Reynolds. Over into the far side. It's Robichaud. Robichaud sends a shot through, doesn't get all the way through. Knights are able to pick it up and flick it all the way down the ice. Robichaud, pass up the left side for Reynolds. Reynolds plays it through the neutral zone, nobody there for the Caps. That allows the Knights to fire it back down into Fredericton territory. In over the line, here's Rushton. Drops it, puck comes all the way back. Cross tried to play it all the way back to the point, and it split the two defensemen, and the puck ends up back in Caps territory. Robichaud went to turn and he lost an edge. Puck loose now. Knights, with a near shot on goal. Hodgson steered that wide of the goal. 6 minutes to go here in period number 2. Here's Thompson in over the line. Thompson will hit the brakes. Reinforcements jumping over the boards for the Caps. Caps control down in Charlottetown territory. Cross plays it back to the point. Pare left side. Pare toe drag gets the shot, and that gets blocked. Pare gets the puck back once again. And that seemed to have stung Morris, the shot blocker. Morris with another shot block on McCullough this time. Pare towards the front of the goal. That pass broken up, goes over into the far corner as the penalty is expired, so the teams are now back at even strength. Knights back the other way now, 2-on-1 shaping up. There's a shot right on, Hodgson the save. Rebound cleared all the way down the ice, a little too far for Thibault, and not going to be an icing call here. Thibault will pick it up. He's got reinforcements coming off the bench. Thibault with a shot, and he fired that wide just to the short side. Puck gets banked off the wall, and it'll go all the way down the ice. No icing, as they said. Lininsari turned the opposite direction and could have played that puck. Lininsari now with it. 4.5 minutes to go here in period number 2. 4-1, Knights leading. Puck gets dumped in wide of the Caps goal. And the puck will get fired off the glass, knocked down by the Knights. There's a shot, doesn't get all the way through. Here's Thibault. Trying to go back over to the far side for Bert Munn. Lost an edge and fell. Delayed offside here as the Caps were making a change and the puck came rolling in over the line. Under 4 minutes to go now here in the second. Smith, they'll play it over onto the far side. Puck gets dumped down into Caps territory. Knights first on the puck, but they lose it and back the other way now. Come the Caps, excuse me. Here's Gallant on the near side. Gallant gets bodied, plays it down into the corner. McGuigan plays it onto the near side. Mossy, he'll fire it all the way down the ice. There's no icing. Dwyer going to chase it down. Hodgson comes out and he'll play it around the wall on the near side. Lininsari just gets it out in the neutral ice and the puck will get fired back into Fredericton territory. Reynolds back to pick it up for the Caps. 3 minutes to go here in the second period. Reynolds in over the line. No option, so he'll just play it back behind the Knights' goal. Dwyer will pick it up over on the far side. 3-on-2 shaping up here, 4-on-2 shaping up, and actually it's an offside at the Caps line. Just under 3 minutes to go here in period number 2, 2:54 to be precise, according to what the clock is showing up there. Face off in the neutral zone. Draw one there by the Knights. Thompson chasing it down. Rushton first on the puck, however. Thompson trying to kick it free. Does so, but it's the Knights who will pick it up. Knights in over the line. It's going to be delayed offside here at the Caps line. Here's McCullough through the neutral zone. Gets the red line. Dumps it in. Puck just inside the line. The Knights will play it back out into neutral ice. Puck bouncing around. McPherson, he'll play it down deep into Charlottetown, Fredericton territory, excuse me. Under 2:20 to go now. Here's Thompson. His shot goes off a stick, doesn't get all the way through. Reynolds trying to knock it down. He'll play it into the corner. Knights on the puck. Puck over down in the corner, goes off a couple of sticks and up over the glass and out of play. Face-off coming up to the left of the Caps cage. 2:04 to go here in period number 2. Off the draw, McDonald with a shot right on, and Hodgson with the save. Face off to the left of the Caps cage. Here's Mossy at the right point. He'll send it through wide of the goal. Ruff will pick it up in the far corner for Fredericton. Ruff's pass up the right side for Cross. Pass is a little hot to handle. Parry up there looking to throw his weight around again. Puck gets chipped off the wall and back out into neutral ice. Here's Ruff up the near side. McDonald will pick it up for the Knights in over the line. McDonald drops it. Shot off the goal, crossbar. Shot from the stick of McPherson. There's a shot on goal. Rebounds loose in the blue paint. And finally, it'll just roll to the left of Hodgson. There's a penalty here coming up to the Knights. Here's Pare with a 2-on-1. Bert Munn going to the net. Bert Munn with it. Shot and a save there by Thompson. And there's going to be a boarding call here coming up to the Knights. With 1 minute and 7 seconds to go here in period number 2. So the Caps now with an opportunity to get something going here at the end of this period, try to build a little momentum going into the third. They'll have 53 seconds of power play time going into the third if the power play carries over. There's Cross trying to get the shot away, unable to. Puck knocked down at the line. Reynolds knocks it down out of the air with a high stick. And so the face-off will come up in neutral ice over in front of the Caps bench. 58.3 seconds to go here in period number 2. Thompson wins the draw. Robichaud stepping up, gets bodied in front of the Knights bench. Puck's loose just inside the line. Caps get it over onto the near side. Cross going to chase it down. Cross spinning away from his man, gets tripped up. Reynolds at the near point, looking for some options. Reynolds towards the front of the goal. That pass broken up. Reynolds will play it down for Rushton. Rushton out in front of the goal for Thompson. Thompson unable to get the shot off. There's a clearing attempt that goes off a leg and bounces over top of the net. Robichaud at the right point. Robichaud walking to the middle. He'll send a wrist shot through, and that gets redirected wide. Reynolds for Rushton. Rushton back for Reynolds. Reynolds trying to go far side for Cross. Cross plays it back for Robichaud. Robichaud working his way in. Puck right through the blue paint. Back for Reynolds. Reynolds slap shot, and that sails wide of the goal. Robichaud from a bad angle. And that'll bring to an end the second period here at Willie O'Ree Place. Again, with the clock kind of being messed up, no one could really tell what, no one heard the buzzer at the end of the period. The referees had to listen to the announcer count it down. But in any event, the Charlottetown Knights are taking a 4-1 lead to the dressing room after 40 minutes of play. Good period of hockey there. The Caps got themselves on the board on a shot from Will Reynolds to cut the deficit from 4 goals to 3. And so that's where we stand. 4-1 after 40 minutes of play here at Willie O'Ree. And so welcome back inside the Willie O Replace here in Fredericton, New Brunswick. Third period action about to get underway between the Charlottetown Knights and the Fredericton Caps. Score after 40 minutes of play. Things have kind of been a little weird here today, but now the Caps have themselves a 4-1 deficit against the Charlottetown Knights. 2 goals to talk about in that second period. Owen McPherson for the Knights made it 4-0 at 4:19 of that second period. And then William Reynolds at 10:34 got the Caps on the scoreboard, and it was 4-1. Ben Cross and Jaden Burton-Munn with the assists on that goal there. Shots on goal in that second period, 15-5 for the Charlottetown Knights. So far after 2 periods of play, it's a total of 27 shots for Charlottetown and just 11 for the Fredericton Caps. Getting ready, as we mentioned, for third period action here. And again, having some issues with the relays here for the clocks. So we're just basically going with what the announcer gives us for a time. They're able to keep track of the score down there in the timekeeper's booth. But yeah, it's been certainly interesting. So third period action underway here in our second game of the afternoon. As the Knights are still short for the next 50 seconds. Rushton in behind the goal. Plays it on the far side. Robichaud plays it back to the point for Reynolds. Reynolds right side for Cross. Back for Reynolds at the point. Reynolds for Robichaud. Robichaud plays it to Cross. Cross, his wrist shot, that gets blocked. Cross with it, he'll play it back to the point. Reynolds walking to the middle. Down in the far corner, plays it into the corner for Rushton, back for Reynolds. Reynolds, top of the right circle for Cross. Cross, his shot, again, another block shot there for the Knights. Teams are now back at even strength. As the Knights' long lead pass through the middle of the ice is broken up. Here's Rushton in over the line. He gets hit. Cross with a shot right on. Turned aside there by Thompson. Puck goes all the way around to the far side. Smith chasing it down for the Knights. He runs into the captain, Cross. Puck out in front of the goal. Thompson once again closing the door. Knights back the other way now. In over the line, trying to feed it through. There's a McDonald there to pick it up. Puck gets bounced back to the point. Mossy working towards the middle of the ice. He'll play it back for Walsh. Walsh fans on that shot. Puck stays inside Caps territory. Knights now. Opportunity to pass across the crease. And that was broken up there. Pass intended for McDonald. And the Caps are able to come up with it. Cross turns it over in the neutral zone. Back the other way. Here's McDonald now. Left side. Shot right on. And a nice save there by Will Hodgins. And he'll grab onto it. And he'll hang on. Big hello to Darlene and Jack Howitt and Daria McDougall listening to us over there in Charlottetown this afternoon. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you've been enjoying the broadcast and the coverage here so far this weekend. Great hockey being played from day one. Pare, his pass goes off a skate, picked up there by McCullough. He tried to play it in deep, and that was broken up. Here's Dwyer. Dwyer for McGuigan. Pass broken up at the line. Puck still manages to go down into Caps territory. McCullough being pestered there by McGuigan. Tebow on the near side trying to play it out. He's forced to play it back behind his own goal. McGuigan gets bumped. Ryan Dwyer back to pick it up for the Knights. Dwyer drops it. There's a shot from the point. Doesn't get all the way through. Puck still bouncing around. Once again picked up by Dwyer for McGuigan. Towards the front of the goal. That just goes in behind it, comes out in the near side. Thompson, he'll play it back in deep. Here's Tebow on the near side. His pass picked up by Pare in the neutral zone, and Pare will fire it back down into Knights territory. Through the neutral zone now, puck gets dumped down into Caps territory. Robichaud plays it up the right side for Gilbert. A couple of bodies there coming off the bench for the Caps. Delayed penalty here coming up to the Knights. And actually, plays blown down here. The referees getting together. The Knights, or the Caps, excuse me, had the extra attacker on the ice with the goaltender pulled. Someone blew it down. And the Caps are asking why they blew it down there. But in any event, the penalty is going to, that is either number 10, Carson McKenzie, or number 20, Nathan Campbell. I think that was number 20. That was made its way into the penalty box. The referee still having a conversation over there with the timekeeper's booth. And the face-off coming up to the left of the Knights' goal. Here's Reynolds trying to play it back in deep. Reynolds with it once again. Over on the far side for Robichaud. Robichaud shot right on. That was eye high for Thompson. He'll grab onto that and he'll hang on to it. Knights are going to get waved out of the face-off circle. Murphy going to come in and take the draw. Draw one there by the Knights. And the puck fired all the way back down the ice. So McKenzie, it was actually number 10, Carson McKenzie. Here's Cross trying to toe drag it, lost control. Knights trying to wrap it around the wall. Rushton knocks it down. He takes a big hit on the far side, and then the Knights are able to come up with it. That's Walsh firing it back down into Caps territory. Back the other way. Here's Reynolds in over the line. Reynolds hits the brakes, trying to play it back to the line. That was broken up. Here's Nicholson, in over the line and deep down in Caps territory, killing off more time. Under a minute to go now in the power play. Here's Rushton in over the line. Rushton hits the brakes in the corner. Caps in behind the goal now, control. Here's Dubé. Dubé, wrist shot, redirected just high and wide. That's Morris wrapping it high and hard off the glass and getting it all the way down the ice. .25 seconds to go in the power play. Dubé through the neutral zone. He'll cross the line. Dubé will chip it down in the corner. Puck will get wrapped around the wall. Kept in at the near side by McCullough. Teams are almost back to even strength. Here's Bert Munn. Bert Munn leaves it for McCullough. Far side for Pare. Teams now back at even strength. There's a shot from Pare. Eye high, and that'll be snapped out of the air there by Kiefer Thompson. 14:33 to go here in period number 3. Caden McGuigan, Evan Nicholson, Jonah McDonald, and Owen McPherson scoring for the Knights. William Reynolds replying for the Caps. Going to be a logjam here at 1-1 if the score stays this way, as you'll have every one of the teams winning one game. Off the draw, there's a shot from Gilbert. That gets blocked and comes all the way back. Bounces down into Fredericton territory. McDonald up there looking for the puck. Ruff clears it away just in time. McDonald now in the corner. Trying to play it back for Walsh. Walsh does a nice job of holding the line. McDonald now working his way into the slot area. He'll play it back to the left point for Walsh. Walsh, slap shot right on, Hodgson the save. just got out across the line. Knights dump it back into Caps territory. 13:55 to go. Looks like the clock is actually back to working normally here to my right. There's a pass broken up by Thompson, keeping the puck in Knights territory. Thompson trying to play towards the front of the goal, broken up. Puck out as far as the line, kept in. Oh, the clock stopped again. Spoke too soon, I guess. Robichaud keeping it in at the near point. And finally, after a couple of Knights come in, it trickles out across the line. A little bit of a rugby scrum here, just inside the line, and it's Thompson picking it up for the Knights. Long lead pass is going to go past everyone all the way down the ice, and this is going to be an icing call. $13:12 to go in period number 3. Draw one by the Caps. McCullough unable to keep it in at the line. Forced back into neutral zone. Reynolds right side for Rushton. In over the line, and Thompson wasn't able to get across the line back out onside. And so the play is blown dead. $13:04 to go. Draw one there by the Caps. Reynolds dumps it into the near corner. Gilbert trying to play towards the front of the goal. That hit Thompson in the back of the legs. Knights get out as far as the line, and the Caps will play it back into the near corner. Puck chopped off the wall, and it's through the neutral zone. McCullough plays it back into his own zone for Reynolds. He'll hit the brakes in behind the Caps net, spin back the other way. He'll play it off the back of the goal for McCullough. Don't think that was quite his intention, but Caps making some changes. Long lead pass for the neutral zone. As the puck will get dumped in wide of the goal. Thompson once again chasing it down. Little miscommunication there by the Knights, Thompson will play the puck out into neutral ice. Ruff will play it right back into Knights territory. Puck bouncing around and behind the goal. It'll go around the near side. Bert Munn looking for the loose puck for the Caps. He gets tied up. Cross will pick it up, and he'll play it over to the right side for Robichaud. Robichaud fanning on his shot. Keeping the puck alive, however, down low. Here's Cross towards the front of the goal. Back to the point. There's Ruff with a wrist shot, and that goes off a leg and into the near corner. About 11 and a half minutes to go now here in the third. Pare. Ruff shot right on. Save by Thompson. Cross plays it into the corner. All the way back to the left point for Ruff. Ruff, his shot, and that was redirected just wide. Cross picks up the rebound. Bert Munn back to the point for Ruff. Right point for Robichaud. Robichaud, knuckle puck going towards the net, and that was knocked down by Thompson. He was unable to control the rebound, however. Cross back for Bert Munn. Bert Munn going to play it back to the point, and Ruff had peeled off his point position, and that allows the puck to go all the way back down into Fredericton territory. Here's Walsh for Griffin. Back into Caps territory. Griffin will play it down below the goal line. It'll go all the way around onto the far side. Sharkey off the bench with a shot. And that's steered aside there by Hodgins. Puck comes just outside the Caps line. The Knights will play it back into the Knights territory. Here's Ruff with it now for the Caps. He'll just chip it high off the glass and back down into Charlottetown territory, and this is going to go all the way down for an icing call, and so we'll bring the face-off all the way back into Fredericton territory. if I had to guess, we're probably close to the halfway mark. Of the third period. Here's Walsh. Walsh, toe drag shot, kicked into the corner, and it's picked up there by Dubé. Dubé plays it back down into Knights territory. Gallant up there looking for the loose puck, and it's controlled by the Knights. Walsh, he'll pick it up from McDonald. McDonald right through the middle, trying to beat Leninsari and Robichaud. Cleared back to the line. There's a long shot right on, and Hodgins will grab onto that and hang on. Actually, I was a little bit off on the time. 10 minutes, 22 seconds to go in period number 3. 4-1 is the score. Again, Caden McGuigan, Evan Nicholson, Jonah McDonald, and Owen McPherson all scoring for the Knights. William Reynolds with the lone goal for the Caps. Puck bouncing around in neutral ice. McPherson looking for it for the Knights. They'll skate it up to the line. Puck gets played into Caps territory. Leninsari and McPherson bump in the corner. Puck gets wrapped around the wall. Gilbert unable to get it out. There's a shot that got redirected on the way to the goal. 10 minutes to go here in the third. Rushton was unable to do anything with that pass. Puck almost turned over in Fredericton territory. The Knights will dump it right back in to Fredericton territory, and the Knights will change up everybody. Leninsari, his pass up for Thibault. Thibault went to dump it in, but when he dumped it in, it hit someone on the Knights bench, and so we'll have a stoppage in play. In neutral ice is where the face-off will be, right in front of the Knights bench. Huge game coming up this afternoon. 4 o'clock puck drop. Team Nova Scotia, we've seen play in the first game of the day, takes on Team Newfoundland Labrador. Both teams 1-1. In over the line they come. It's a delayed, it's offside at the Caps line. Team Nova Scotia, the Weeks Majors, falling to the Moncton Flyers this morning by a 4-1 mark. So the Flyers improved their record to 1-1. Weeks Majors see their record drop to 1-1. Here's Smith. He'll dump it right in onto Hodgins. He'll let it go for Ruff. Puck comes along the near side. Malloy up there in the corner looking for the puck, but it's the Knights who control. McDonald going to chase it down. Same with Robichaud. McDonald plays it back behind the goal. Dwyer looking for the loose puck for the Knights. Comes up onto the near side. Smith played it over onto the far side. Robichaud and Sharkey come together in front of the Caps bench. And the puck jumped up over the bench and in to the Caps bench. And face-off will come up neutral ice. So again, depending the outcome of this game, the Knights are 0-1. But if the score stays this way, they'll also be 1-1. And the Caps, who are 1-0, will also fall to a 1-1 mark. So potentially 5 teams at the end of this game are all going to be at 1-1. Here's Pare through the neutral zone. They'll dump the puck into Caps territory, or Knights territory, excuse me, and the Knights will get it right back out. Mossy plays it on to the near side. Long lead pass was intended there for McDonald. It was just out of McDonald's reach. And Walsh. Pare was on the prowl to throw his body, and Walsh was ready for it, and Walsh went down, and Pare went up and over. So what's going on here now, I wonder? Coach and the referee having a bit of a conversation there. In any event, we're back underway. Puck dropped. Controlled there by the Knights. Mossy in over the line. Plays it back behind the Caps goal. Reynolds being hooked up, and there's going to be a penalty here coming up to the Knights. As we got 8 minutes to go here in the period. Pare out taking a little bit of a run again and held up just the last second. So there's going to be a hooking penalty here going to the Knights. And so the Caps going back to the power play with 7:57 to go here in period 3. And the penalty is actually going to Jonah McDonald. So the Caps back on the power play. Here's Reynolds at the point. Reynolds, wrist shot redirected wide. Here's Reynolds once again. For Cross. Cross, wrist shot right on. Thompson the save. Rebound, loose in the blue paint. And somehow it stays out as there's probably about 4 or 5 bodies inside the blue paint. And somehow Kiefer Thompson manages to keep the door closed and keep the game at 4-1. 7:38 remaining here in the third period. 1:41 remaining in the power play for the Caps. Reynolds on the backhand, working his way around, gets it back to the point for Cross. For Robichaud, back for Cross. Cross almost overskated the puck and actually turns it over at the line. That allows Nicholson to play the puck down into Fredericton territory, killing off some more time. Robichaud starting out. He'll play it up the right side for Cross through the neutral zone. He's in over the Knights line. Cross trying to play it back in deep. Puck jumps up into the air, comes down. Played into the corner for Rushton. Rushton far side for Robichaud. Minute left in the Caps power play. Reynolds, wrist shot right on. Rebounds there, they score! Zach Rushton pulls the Caps within a pair. With 6:50 to go, it's a power play goal. So the Caps power play clicking here, and now it is a 4-2 hockey game. Walsh controls off the draw for the Knights. Long pass, McGuigan will tip it down into Caps territory. Leninsari, he gets bumped. Dwyer up there looking for the loose puck. Caps turn it over in their own zone. Dwyer down below the goal line. McGuigan and Leninsari bump. Here's Ruffin behind his own goal now. Up the right side for Gilbert. Gilbert plays it out in the neutral ice. Shepard turns it over in the neutral zone. Hodgins will dump it back, or excuse me, Hughes dumps it back into Fredericton's territory. Ruff, long lead pass for Gilbert. Goes underneath his stick all the way down the ice. And they're not going to call this icing. I thought it was going to be an icing call. But nonetheless, Dubé takes the puck away from his man. As Bert Munn gets it there, there's a shot from Gilbert, goes wide of the goal. Bert Munn on the puck once again, trying to play it out in front of the goal, bounces around. Powerade up there looking for the loose puck. The Knights will play it high off the glass and out into neutral ice. About 5:45 to go now here in the third period. Here's Powerade, right side for Cross, couldn't handle the pass. Caps trying to play it towards the front of the goal, broken up back the other way now. Here's Griffin. Griffin trying to play it for the trailer. And that was broken up. Here's McDonald, however, with it. Into the slot area, shot right on, and a nice save. Hodgins' rebound is fired high and wide. That was off the stick of Carson Griffin. Smith doesn't get the shot through. Knights will play it back down into the near corner. A couple of bodies collide there, Robichaud and Sharkey. As the Caps are able to get it out as far as the red line, and the Knights will dump it right back down into Caps territory. Under 5 minutes to go here in period number 3. If the time on the scoreboard is accurate, it should be 4:47 remaining here in the third. Zach Rushton, William Reynolds pulling the Caps within 2. Goal coming at the 13:10 mark. Puck playing all the way down the ice. This is going to go right in on goal, so no icing. And it's going to be Kiefer Thompson pouncing on that puck, and he'll hang on. Players of the game presentation coming up at the conclusion of this game. We'll also look at the scoring summary and get ready for our next game here this afternoon. Puck is dropped, and it's the Knights who control. Murphy will get the puck down into Caps territory. Ruff, his pass, gets tipped out into neutral ice. Here's Walsh on the near side. Plays it to the middle of the ice. In over the line, Murphy splits the D. Murphy in, shot right on, and a nice glove save there by Will Hodgins. Four minutes, 16 seconds to go now here in period 3. Walsh off the draw. He'll play the puck behind the goal. Broken stick off the draw. Dwyer trying to play it back in deep. McGuigan will play it down there. Reynolds gets taken down heavily in the corner. McGuigan now on the far side. Trying to work his way towards the front of the goal. Loses control of the puck. And the Caps will just skate it out into neutral ice. Trying to chase it down there is Sam Malloy. He had it knocked away from him. Here's Thompson in behind his own goal. Thompson looking for some options. He'll just stand right there and let the time tick away if you let him. And he'll play it up onto the near side for McDonald. McDonald in over the line. Plays it towards the goal. Backhand shot. They score! Dawson Sharkey takes a nice pass from Jonah McDonald and goes forehand, backhand forehand, I should say, and slides it home past Will Hodgson, and the Charlottetown Knights have themselves a 5-1 lead. Cross will play it down into Charlottetown territory. Under 3 minutes to go here at Willie O'Ree Place. As the Knights almost turned the puck over in front of their own goal, the defenseman lost an edge coming out from behind the goal. Cross plays it back to the point. Lininsari, his shot right on, and the puck is grabbed on there by Kiefer Thompson. Face-off is to the right of Thompson. 2:47 to go here in the third. And the Knights will skate back the other way. Puck fired right in onto Hodgson. Dwyer grabs onto it. Hodgson grabs onto it, and he'll hang on. Got a bit of a snow shower there from Ryan Harper. Face off to the left of the Caps goal. Draw one there by the Knights. There's a shot from a bad angle off the stick of Pierce. Comes all the way back to the near point. Fired wide of the goal. Couple of bodies crashing along the near wall in Caps territory. There's a pass that'll go errant, goes off a couple of feet and bounces all the way back into Charlottetown territory. Knights will just get the puck back out into neutral ice, and Ruff will dump it right back into Charlottetown territory. Thompson out to play it. He'll play it back behind the goal. Mossy plays it around the far side. It comes all the way back as far as the Caps line. Reynolds almost turning it over. And the puck is in neutral ice, and the Knights will dump it right back in on goal. Big rebound. Murphy backhand shot right on. And Hodgson will grab onto it and hang on. Puck gets fired off the wall. Knights keeping it down in deep. Caps will skate it out through the neutral zone. This is Gilbert. He'll play it deep into Charlottetown territory. There's a shot from Gilbert from a bad angle. Thompson will close the door on that one. About a minute and 15 seconds to go here in the third. Long pass goes errant and all the way down the ice. Minute and 8 seconds to go here in the third. Caden McGuigan, Evan Nicholson, Jonah McDonald, Owen McPherson, and Dawson Sharkey all scoring for the Knights here this afternoon. William Reynolds and Zachary Rushton with the goals for the Caps. As the Knights, they'll just chop it all the way down the ice, and this is going to go right in on goal, and so no icing. And we're under a minute to go now here in the third. As the puck gets dumped down into Charlottetown territory. Walsh is there to pick it up for the Knights. Walsh will skate it through the neutral zone. He'll dump it in wide of the goal. Ruff looking for the loose puck. Puck is fired back behind the Caps goal. Robichaud there. He'll get bodied. Thompson gets bodied as well down along the far side. Knights control. Play it all the way back to the point. There's a long shot that doesn't get through. Under 30 seconds to go now here in the third period. Smith all the way back in his own zone to pick it up. Hughes will get it. 4-3. And that is it, the final score here this afternoon in our second game of the day. The Charlottetown Knights have down the host Fredericton Caps by a 5-2 mark. And, well, folks, we have ourselves a log jam at 1-0 in the standings. So now the Flyers are 1-0. The Knights are now 1-0. The Caps, or excuse me, I should say 1-1. So the Flyers are 1-1. The Knights are 1-1. The Caps are 1-1. The Growlers are 1-1. And the week's majors are 1-1 as well. Now, those numbers are going to change after this next game, as our next game is coming up at 4 o'clock, Nova Scotia and Newfoundland coming up here from Willie O'Ree Place. Here's the Players of the Game presentation. Will Reynolds, Player of the Game for the Fredericton Caps. And another strong game by Jonah McDonald. He is the player of the game for the Charlottetown Knights. And so there you have it, the final score. The teams are shaking hands. A couple of teams that have known each other, played each other a few times throughout the regular season. And once again here at the 2023 U18 Atlantic AAA Major Championships. So again, our next game coming up, 4 p.m., Nova Scotia and Newfoundland Labrador. Let's take a quick look at the scoring summary of the game. And in the first period, it was all Charlottetown Knights. Caden McGuigan opened the scoring at the 1:22 mark. Finn Morris with the assist. It was 1-0. Evan Nicholson, made it 2-0 at the 4:58 mark. Jonah McDonald with the assist, 2-0 for the Knights at that point. And then Jonah McDonald rounded out the scoring in the first period at the 13:13 mark as Carson Griffin and Dawson Sharkey picking up the assist there. Shots on goal in that first period. The Charlottetown Knights out shooting the Caps 12-6. In the second period, Owen McPherson made it 4-0 for the Knights at the 4:19 mark of the second period. Cameron Walsh with the assist, but then William Reynolds would get the Caps on the board at the 9:34 mark of the second period. Ben Cross and Jaden Burt with the assist. Shots on goal in that second period, 15 for Charlottetown and 5 for the Caps. In the third period, Zach Rushton would pull the Caps within a couple as he would get a power play marker at the 13:10 mark of the third period. William Reynolds with the assist, and it was 4-1, or 4-2, at that point. And then Dawson Sharkey would round out the scoring at the 16:45 mark of the third period to make it 5-2. Jonah McDonald picking up the assist there on that goal. Final shots on goal in that third period for Fredericton, 14 for a three-period total of 25, and for Charlottetown, 10 for a three-period total of 37. So there you have it. Final score here in our second game this afternoon. The Fredericton Caps fall to the Charlottetown Knights, and now a big log jam at 1-0, but as I mentioned, the two teams that are at 1-0 right now, Team Nova Scotia, Team Newfoundland, coming up at 4 p.m. this afternoon. Thanks again for watching AO.Live's continuing coverage of the 2023 U18 AAA Major Atlantic Hockey Championships from Fredericton, New Brunswick, and we'll see you back here at 4 p.m. this afternoon.